team as a whole. Talk to me about that and just like what that transition was of where.
When I first of all, I had no idea that I was even traded. Zero idea that this was happening, right? Play in Charlotte, have like a 40-20 or something like that. Team goes to Philly, play in Philly, hurt my abdomen, go see the doctor in Philly, and the team going to New York after, but I wasn't going to play. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go back to LA, rehab, get ready. We play the Clippers on Tuesday. At the time we beat Philly, we beat New York. Hey, we're going to be, we beat the Clippers. We're going to be in the 4th seed. All right, we're in 5th already. So I'm like, all right, this is the plan. Cool. Fly back to LA, watching the game downstairs in the basement on the TV, playing the Knicks. And I'm like, man, good job, fellas. Good win. Hey, Tuesday I'll be ready. Let's go get this 4th seed, whatever. Now at the time I'm in a dilemma. I'm like, man, should I go on the game, play the game for a little bit, go upstairs, watch a movie? Like, let me see. Go upstairs, like, you know what? I'm gonna go upstairs, watch a movie. Get in the bed, turn the movie on. Wife next to me, and I'm trying to find a movie. I tell her to watch a movie, and I see Rob Pelinka calls me. But mind you, it's 8:45, 9 LA, so it's 12, back in, and 11:45, 12 in New York. So I'm like, man, you know what? I'll hit him back tomorrow. Then he texts me like, AD, when you get a chance to be back, me and coach got something to run by you. So I'm like, all right, it could be a trade. I mean, I did just come out and say that, I want a big, like, I think we need a big, whatever. Get done. Rich said he tried to call me. I never got Rich's call, right? So Rich didn't call my wife. It was like, hey, tell AD to call me, whatever. So she's like, yo, Rich said call him. So I'm like, all right. So I call him. She's like, man, take this downstairs, outside the room, because it's probably going to get loud or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So get downstairs, my chef down there, he cleaning up. And I'm like, what up, Rich? He's like, man, they just traded you to Dallas. And I'm like, man, shut up. But I know, because I've spoken to Rich before, I'm like, man, Luka's so cold, bro. We used to talk about Luka all the time. And I'm like, man, imagine me with Luka. Like, oh my gosh. Because at the time, I wasn't sure what Bron was going to do, if he was still going to play or retire. But I wasn't even thinking about being traded or asking to leave. I was just saying in general, the next thing as far as what he can do, who can be close to Bron, was Luka. As far as the height, passing ability, he can score, like all that as far as helping my game. And I was like, man, Luka, man. I'm like, man, have I ever got with Luka? Oh my gosh. And so when he said trades to Dallas, I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. And I said, who the fuck are they gonna trade me for? Luka? I was just saying, who else can you trade me for on that team? And he was like, mind you, they just went to the finals.
Yep.
They just went to the finals. So I'm like, and it was never no discussion about, man, we might get AD out of here, or it was nothing, right? And he was like, they traded you for Luka. I'm like, Rich, shut the hell up. What do you want? I'm really thinking he's just playing. And he was like, man, I swear. And at the time, Rob Pelinka is calling me. So I'm like, all right, Rich, I'm gonna call you back. Let me see what Rob. No, I'm sorry. Nico was calling me. And I'm like, Rich, I'm gonna call you back. Hello? Yeah. I told you I was gonna come get you one day. I wanted you. Huh? I'm still all right. I know Rich and Nico cool. Y'all playing a joke. This is. So I tell Nico, I didn't even speak. I said, yo, let me call you back. So now I'm like, all right, I'm about to call Rob Pelinka back. So I call Rob Pelinka back, and I'm like, hello. He like, yeah, he telling me all this stuff, and basically I got traded for Luka. And some of the stuff he was saying, I didn't understand. Like, what do you like?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we want to, you know, when Bron's done, you know, want somebody to take over. We want to go younger, you know, rebuild all this. And I'm like, huh? I just didn't understand like what he was saying. But also too, like once as I'm hearing this, I'm now like checked out. Like I hear you, but I'm not listening. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And hang up, and my chef is right there in front of me. And I'm like, nigga, I just got traded to the Mavs. He started laughing. Yeah, big dog. So I'm like, you know what? Nigga, I know if this is true. I go on X and go straight to Sham's page. Nothing. I'm like, yeah, they playing. So I'm walking out the kitchen, turn the corner to go up the stairs. Joel Embiid calls me. What he calling me for? Mind you, he in Philly, 12 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't answer. Going upstairs, then somebody else called me, another player, and I'm like, wait, hold on. So I go back to Sham's page, and then there it is. Breaking news. Dallas Mavericks trade Luka Doncic, you know, and I'm like, what? Run upstairs. Maybe I just got traded to Dallas. Shut up. But now this time I'm like, I'm not shaking, but I'm like it's like my heart is in my stomach. I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened? Right? And I show her and she's like, what the hell? But now I'm like, all right, I'm running back outside. And the first person I called my pops, like, yo, Pop, I just got traded. I'm like, man, shut up. He's looking. He can't find that. And as soon as I'm like, bro, I swear to God, it pop up on the ESPN. Like, and then my phone started blowing up. Everybody calling. And I'm in shock. Like, I'm genuinely in shock. So I call everybody that's with me and I'm like, yo, look, I just got traded to Dallas. They don't believe me. Everybody like, you're playing, shut up. They don't see nothing. They're ready to get on this flight in the morning. But I had no idea that this was happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't make sense of it because I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like, what is the why? Like, I'm not understanding. You know, like we come in, I have a conversation with Rob, beginning of the season, I have a conversation with JJ, and everything is like we playing well. I'm playing great this season. I just come off of 40 and 20, and it's like, yo, AD's the hub. Everything around AD. Bron is like, yo, this AD, and I'm like, I thought this was, you know, but at the same time, like even though I didn't understand it from my view, I understood it as far as the trade. Like Luka is fucking Luka. Like you see what he's doing now.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Luka is at the time, what he 27 now or something like that? He was 26, 25. You know what I'm saying? At the time it was 30, 31, 32. So I'm like, look, from the business standpoint, like I can't be mad, but like, why? Like I just couldn't fathom, I couldn't understand it. And I'm like, and nobody told me nothing. Nobody said a thing to me. So you just catching me off guard, like, yeah, you traded to Dallas. That's what I couldn't get over, and I still can't get over. Like, I think I deserve much more respect than that, you know, for what I've, you know, all the time I've been here. Shit, I was there 6 years, you know, all the time I've been there and all the time, like, we won a championship, like all this stuff, and I can't get a phone call or a text that tell me, like, look, this is what we're thinking. So all I know is that Rob, what you was calling me for was to tell me that I was getting traded, but that was already 10 minutes before it was about to be announced. So you already knew this already, you know, or you had to, at some point, a conversation had to start about me being traded for Luka, right? And it never got to me like, hey, this is what we're thinking, whatever, right? So I think that's the biggest thing that kind of like fucked with me this entire time. But
and the criticism for Nico, warranted or unwarranted?
I think it was unwarranted, bro, because
I agree.
Because when you sit in that seat, you got to make decisions that motherfuckers are scared to make. You got to make decisions that people think you're fucking crazy, right? All the great ones have, you know. And I think Nico's vision was on point We just didn't have the opportunity to show it, right? You know, you get Coop, the number 1 pick, paired with myself, Kyrie, you got PJ, Live, foot. His whole foot was messed up. You know what I'm saying? He had foot surgery, so he couldn't play. Gav, training camp, rolled his ankle, was out for a while. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got these pieces, but we could never put them together because of injuries. I never forget, we was playing Milwaukee at home in Dallas, and I think PJ was at the free throw line. And while PJ was it's a close game. When PJ was at the free throw line, you got the fans chanting "Fire Nico," and I was like, "What? Like what?" You know what I'm saying? You know, he made a business decision that he thought would help the basketball team, and we just never had an opportunity to put it all together. So, but I think it was.